My name's Heather, and I'm the crazy woman dragging her canoe over this log. There was a reason for this madness. I was training for a 19-day, 200-mile solo canoe trip in Northern Maine. I had been planning for and dreaming about taking a long solo trip for years. I was intrigued by the idea of long-distance hiking trails, but it seemed like something that other people did. Brave, adventurous people. Not me. Despite these thoughts, though, it was something that I just kept coming back to. People who hike these trails talked about the rewards, the personal challenge, time for self-reflection, meeting new people, reconnecting with nature, and the sense of accomplishment they got from completing the journey. In 2010, my husband, Alex, completed a solo through paddle of the Northern Forest Canoe Trail. This was the first time I'd heard of a long-distance paddling trail. After his trip, we started paddling together, and I enjoyed being on the water so much that I eventually got my own canoe. A few years ago, I went on a couple short weekend solos and took a couple week-long trips with groups, but I still wasn't sure if I could do a longer solo. Kathy Mumford, who was the first woman to complete a solo through paddle of the Northern Forest Canoe Trail, was an inspiration to me. I read Wild by Cheryl Strayed and saw the movie starring Reese Witherspoon. Cheryl hiked a really long section of the Pacific Crest Trail.
Oh my God, what have I done?
Her story was influential, how she overcame the challenges on the trail and her journey of personal growth. For me, I knew the trip would be a big personal challenge and an unforgettable experience. I hoped it would provide an opportunity for self-discovery and to build my confidence. The winter before my trip, I was experiencing a lot of anxiety. I felt stuck. Nothing was wrong in my life, so why did I feel like that? I decided to push myself, to try to get myself unstuck. I needed to get outside of my comfort zone. I chose to do a big section of the Northern Forest Canoe Trail.
Alright, I don't know if you saw that. It was not graceful, but down. Oof. Alright.
There would never be a good time to take a big trip like this. There would always be reasons to wait. Thankfully, my employer was supportive of me taking that time off for myself. I'd been preparing for years. Fear wasn't going to hold me back anymore. Here's an overview of my entire trip. Each day's path is marked by alternating colors of turquoise and purple. My trip began on the Moose River in Jackman, Maine, and ended on the St. John River in Fort Kent, Maine, right along the Canadian border. I traveled on rivers and lakes, including along the Allagash Wilderness Waterway, with about 12 or 13 miles of portages. These are remote areas in northern Maine, mostly surrounded by land owned by paper companies. Before I started my Maine trip, I took 2 training trips to test out some new gear and practice my skills. The second trip was on Smith Mountain Lake in Virginia. But first, we'll return to my first training trip on a secret creek somewhere in Virginia.
Hello. Good.
There's a lot of parts here.
What?
There's a lot of parts here.
Yeah.